Welcome back to HBF Park. Perth Glory in the Isuzu UTE A-League Men's for the first time since May 5 last year. It's Perth Glory against the Western Sydney Wanderers. It's a vital game for Perth. They are running out of chances to close the gap to the top six, while Western Sydney Wanderers will be just hoping to apply some pressure to Melbourne City at the top of the league, albeit City will have 2 games in hand after tonight's fixture. So the Perth Glory make 3 ins to their starting 11. Luke Bodnar, Ryan Williams and Daryl Latchman. To the bench goes David Williams, added to the bench of Trent Osler and also Jacob Dowse. Mustafa Amini is out, suspended, Salim Khalifi injured, Giordano Colley and Anthony Burke-Gilroy not selected by Ruben Zadkovic. Western Sydney Wanderers with Milos Ninkovic and Thomas Beedling coming into the starting 11. Alex Bonatig and Daniel Wilmering are added to the subs. No Gabriel Clerc or Marcelo tonight for Marco Redan. Both are out suspended. It is just a 3rd start and 5th total appearance for Beedling in that Western Sydney Wanderers team. And the lights tell the story, counting down for us. Don't have to wait a second longer. We're underway in the Isuzu UTE A-League Men's at HBF Park. And as I welcome Phil Moss to the court, Phil, it's a venue that holds a special bit of significance for you as well with your career.
Oh, it does. Gee, that's winding the clock back, Teo. I made my NSL debut here for Northern Spirit way back in 1998, I think it was. Crikey, different lifetime ago, but great to be here alongside you tonight for this one. So much on the line. I really do think Perth's season is on the line tonight. And Western Sydney Wanderers will be coming into this game with so much confidence after that 10-man win against the Mariners last start.
Wanderers looking to make a fast start. Perth appealing for a throw. And Jack Clisby barging through. This time it is a throw. 7 points is the gap between Perth Glory and 6th placed Sydney FC. So they really need to win this one. Tonight is game 20. They are running out of points to play with.
That's right, 24 points up for grabs, including tonight. If they don't get 3 of them tonight, I just think it's going to be a bridge too far.
This is a tough tackle, breaking down the back of Yeni Mbakoto. And is Elsie a little bit lucky not to see an early card here, Phil?
Gee, that is an ugly challenge from Jordan Elsie. Look right down the back of the ankle of Mbakoto. I just wonder if VAR might not get involved here and have a look.
Well, I guess if VAR does get a look, the card can only be one colour. It's not a yellow, and VAR can only intervene to... It's a red. It is a red. And that has shocked the fans.
Well, I honestly can't say I'm surprised. That's a really ugly challenge from Jordan Elsie. It doesn't matter how early in the game it is. You can't go around putting your studs on the back of an ankle over, and they're raised as well, Teo. Here, we'll see it again here. You don't get a great look at it there. It's the other angle. It's this one here. Elsie's right foot. Look at that. Studs are up, nowhere near the ball, and he goes right through the back of Mbakoto's ankle.
And Kenny, what an extraordinary start to the game.
Yeah, really good. It's quite interesting the way Glory is set up with the 2 forwards. What's happening at the moment, the 2 forwards, Taggart and Williams, are playing outside the centre-backs. So they're pinning 4 and holding them in the back line. So generally the rest of the pitch, it's a 7v6 in Glory's favour. So that's why they're enjoying the ball when they're attacking. So quite interesting situation.
Thank you, Kenny. As we see the shot here from Traore, and Cameron Cook is able to parry it out for a corner. It's a great insight that it's why Glory, they're staying aggressive, especially while they've got fresh legs.
Yeah, and there's a strike from Traore just quickly. He really did get some gunpowder behind that, didn't he? Put his foot right through it. And Cameron Cook had to be alert. Easy enough save in the end. But yeah, great insights from Kenny Lowe, of course, with those 2 front men occupying the back 4. That really pins the fullbacks and opens a space in midfield.
As you can see here, Wanderers ready to really probe. It's the corner. It's headed away by Bodnar. Now the follow-up. And that won't be 3 and 3 for Romain Amalfitano.
Well, it's a good tactic from Ruben Zadkovic, because it's very easy to drop into a 4-4-1.
Borello, great control out of the night sky, and his shot is blocked away. Tough tackle from Mbakoto, and now Traore stays forward. A low cross. Ninkovic looking to weave some magic. Traore. And Nieuwenhof plays the pass. And Beedling slows things down to his fellow defender Masella. Switched back out, Traore. Underneath he goes, Nieuwenhof. Now Borrello, Wanderers working it well. And it's a great save from Cook to deny Schneiderlin. Oh, it would have been a sweet goal from Western Sydney had that hit the back of the net.
It was a sweet strike, I should say, from Schneiderlin, wasn't it? Cameron Cook had to be his very best, as we see Borrello starting to cause some real problems inside that 18-yard box of Perth Glory. With the cut back into the path of Schneiderlin, he got plenty on that. That's a great save.
Well, he's already hit the back of the net once in the A-League men's. Morgan Schneiderlin against MacArthur. That was nearly Perth Glory. His second. Instead, a corner, which he will take. And he puts it to the near post, where Adam Taggart will nod the ball out, and it'll be repeat corners for Western Sydney Wanderers. Ruben Zankovic not shouting, just watching. All hands on the pump for Perth. Second corner in succession. And this time it's nodded across the face. Agonisingly close for Western Sydney, and Perth survive for now.
Well, it's the second time in succession Cameron Cook's tried to come for it, as Schneiderlin just lifts it into an area, but there are just too many bodies around Cameron Cook. He can't get a run at the ball.
Now Schneiderlin. Traore being guarded by Katrumbis, and the cross is blocked out.
Well, that's a second piece of really good defending from Johnny Katrumbis. It went by the wayside earlier because the game moved on very quickly, but there was a fantastic block from him just as Brandon Borrello was pulling the trigger. Threw himself at the ball to avert the danger.
Another corner for Western Sydney. Schneiderlin puts it near post, headed to the edge of the box. The volley from Ninkovic. And it's gone out for another corner. Milos Ninkovic still looking for his first goal in Wanderers colours. He's getting closer.
And Daryl Latchman is a very, very relieved man on that football field. As you can see, the clearance, Ninkovic on the edge of the box. Latchman throws his left foot at it. We see it here on the replay, and that could have gone anywhere.
Corners from both sides. It's an aerial barrage at the moment from Western Sydney. And just like the last corner from the right, Marcelo was up. This time it's out for a goal kick.
That's good defending from that man there, Adam Taggart.
He's still shouting. He's got the captain's armband on it. Adama Traore is going to put it out here, so this is a real worry for the Western Sydney Wanderers. Their star man, their mid-season acquisition.
It looks like a quad complaint. He's gone straight for that left quad. But just as he played that ball inside, the ball was going away from him, and I saw him just turn to the bench. He wasn't happy straight away.
See, there's a large tattoo there on the quad. Don't be fooled into thinking that's a bruise. While this delay takes place, let's go back to the sideline. Steve Allen.
Be interesting to see how they go there. I mean, the body language is poor from Schneiderlin, but they're trying to work on it. He seems to have an issue with that, the quad, his left quad. They're going down again to work on this. In the meantime, got Bozanic getting ready to go, and, well, real show of emotion from Schneiderlin, who's belted the signage there, and his night is done. He's off back to the rooms.
He'll have mixed emotions. Macca before the game admitting that he's a Manchester United fan and was really looking forward to playing against Schneiderlin.
Jelicic with a clever spin. The cutback's on! And the touch to Taggart. Macca just scooped it into his path, and Taggart was blocked at close range. Glory's first proper shot in anger. Amalfitano, a deflected cross. Cook's come out, has to get back on his line quickly. Leuni. Sweeps the ball across. Macca stayed forward. Ninkovic now. And Makoto on the spin and just wide.
That's a really sharp turn from Makoto. So close to giving his side the lead right on the stroke of half-time. Ninkovic with a smart little header into his feet. Look at that for a smart use of the body. Gets rid of Latchman, spins, pivots, and puts his foot through it just wide of that near post.
Turns away from Katrumbas, who's, you'd have to say, had the better of that duel in the first half. So Wanderers will try through the middle. Ninkovic's pass, a defence splitter. And Borrello is denied. And the reigning player of the month for February is foiled by Cameron Cook.
Well, he stayed big, didn't he, Cook? Great chance for Borrello, but what about the pass from Milos Ninkovic? Gee, he's been a wonderful player in this A-League, is a wonderful player. Shouldn't speak in the past tense. But that is an incredible defence-splitting pass. Look at the weight on it. Borrello doesn't have to break stride. All he has to do is think about the strike on goal. Inch perfect from Ninkovic. But I think one of the headlines for Perth, apart from the Elsing blot, is their discipline in this first half.
And it's a discipline that has taken them to the break, and you see there's a real bit of team spirit for Perth as they head down the tunnel. It's not the homecoming that the Glory fans wanted. However, they're yet to concede, even though they've been down to 10 men ever since a red card for a foul right on the 1 minute mark, the second fastest in A-League men's history. Cameron Cook can afford to smile, but the job's only half done, because it's Perth Glory 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.
Time will tell, but for Western Sydney Wanderers, I concur 100% with Kenny Lowe's half-time comments that they need to be more aggressive. When you've got the likes of Cassini Yengi on the bench, you just wonder how long until Marco Rudan will bring his services into the fray.
And as far as a medium to long-term concern, a quad strain, or potentially worse, for Morgan Schneiderlin, meant that he left the pitch very, very frustrated. Summed off for Ollie Pizanic, and that'll be a watch this space as Western Sydney Wanderers not just try to nail down second spot, but really try to put the heat on Melbourne City to close out their significant advantage at the top of the league. They'll have 2 games in hand once we hit full time here tonight. The question is, how many points clear will they be at the top of the league? Perth Glory trying for something heroic with 10 men. As we see a tangle here between Ryan Williams and that sub Ollie Pizanic. Ryan Williams will remain a ball of energy. See him down on his haunches here, though. Just maybe feeling a little bit sore on his left shin. Adam Taggart went down for brief treatment during the first half, but was all right to continue. Little back heel underneath. Williams. He continues to move with McInnes, and now Katrumbas hooking it into the penalty area. Ninkovic. And cleared by Traore. Wanderers able to repel after a brief foray from the Glory. And now Lawrence Thomas, and the crowd alerting him to the fact that he was being chased by Ryan Williams. Leone. Back to Nieuwenhof. Ninkovic still looking sprightly as he advances. Ran right into a wall of purple, though. He's able to keep the ball in Wanderers' control. Amalfitano. And the header is just wide. It's always fading away from goal, though, from Brandon Borrello. Very hard to control.
It was, but it was dangerous delivery from Amalfitano. Look at that, just whipped into that area. And Borrello really didn't have to move much. He got good connection on the ball, and that is not far away at all.
So play will continue at the feet of Callum Nieuwenhof. 5 minutes of the second half expired. Low driven shot. Borrello on the left. Oh, it's off the woodwork. flush off the post. Goalkeeper out of the equation, and Borrello the width of the post away.
With the aid of a deflection as well, and that's just the 11th defender that Perth Glory needed, the woodwork. As the ball deflects around, out of the reach with Nieuwenhof's first strike, and there it is. Deflection takes it away from Cameron Cook. Off Jack Clisby's right foot. And the Perth goalkeeper saved by the woodwork.
And in far more advanced territory than the average team in an A-League men's game, largely due to it being 11 versus 10. Nieuwenhof takes on Bodnar. Bakoto looking for a gap, and Bakoto on the end of Leuni's pass on the tight angle, just a parry. It's there to be one in the box. Borrello turned off the line by Beavers. Keeper was beaten, Beavers wasn't.
Absolutely brilliant defending from Mark Beavers. Gee, he's been good. He's been such a rock at the heart of that Perth Glory defence. As we see the replay, brilliantly worked by the Wanderers. Nieuwenhof absolutely central to the football in the build-up. And there's that desperation clearance from Mark Beavers. Wonderful defending.
And this time Cook does use the gloves to deny Nieuwenhof from distance. He concedes a corner in doing so. Perth will be exhausted. They'll be looking up at the clock and they'll be saying, hang on, we're not even 10 minutes into the second half. Being put to a real mental and physical test here, Perth Glory. A Wanderers corner. Is that the tonic? In swinger, caught emphatically by Cook.
Well, that's good hands by Cook under plenty of pressure. He needed to take that cleanly. Here's the strike from Nieuwenhof, and that's a difficult one for Cook to deal with, isn't it? Bouncing and bobbling in front of him.
Ninkovic. Bozanic. Still Oli Bozanic. Now Leuni. Jags in onto that preferred left foot. Now the shot into traffic from Nieuwenhof. Pinball. Out to Borrello. Scooping over to the top now. Turned inside, and oh, it's missed. Extraordinary. And Miloš Ninkovic still cannot get that first goal for Western Sydney Wanderers. And I'm not sure how.
Put it down as good defending in the end.
Corner to the far post. Beavers, the tallest man up. Borrello blocked away. Taggart. And now the shot again. Well, Perth, everybody is flying in front of the ball, doing their part defensively. Nieuwenhof. Bozanic. And Bakoto. Can he find a gap? Ninkovic touches it in. Nieuwenhof off the post again! And that right-hand post has been one of Perth's best in this second half.
Well, there's not much more that the Wanderers can do. That was wonderful football. It was patient. It was good one-touch football. Great strike by young Nieuwenhof. Outstanding strike. Thwarted only by that woodwork, the same piece of woodwork that prevented an earlier goal as well. They must be wondering what they've got to do to score a goal here, Western Sydney Wanderers.
And Bakoto, a deep breath as he takes the corner kick, just tumbling into the penalty area. Latchman clears. Beadley flips the ball into the box. And the touch from Borrello takes him away from the target. Turns and faces. Traore at the byline, the cutback. Nieuwenhof blocked away. A scramble in the 6-yard box. Off the underside of the bar from Nieuwenhof.
You could not write this script.
Perth's goal is living a charmed life. And again, it is the frame of the goal that foils Western Sydney Wanderers.
Wow. You can't accuse this game of being a boring 0-0 draw. It has had absolutely everything.
And now it's got Williams catching, Macella in possession. The crowd are howling for Rouge, and they get it. It's 10 men each for the final thrusts of this game.
Well. Still had half a football field to go before he bore down on the Western Sydney Wanderers goal, but Macella sort of gives himself away here. Look, you can tell by his body language straight away. He knows he's made the mistake. He knows Davey Williams has probably got him for pace, but there is still a lot of real estate to cover before Davey Williams is in on goal.
To 90 seconds from the finish line, and Glory want more. David Williams to Ryan Williams. Wanderers scramble back. The crowd rises under Ryan Williams as he lifts in the cross, and it's a great defensive header. Macca! The homecoming that Glory dreamed of is upon us!
Well, you can't write the script that football keeps throwing at us. What a miraculous victory this will be for Perth Glory. And that man, McInnes, has been quality in midfield, and he's been quality at the other end as well when it counted most. Got lucky with a deflection, but what a goal that is in the context of Perth Glory's season.
Absolute pandemonium at HBF Park. Mustafa Amini and the Perth Glory players, one and all. It was stacks on the mill, and McInnes emerges from the bottom of the pack with a smile as wide as the Nullarbor.
And here's the Harvey Norman replay. Williams down the left-hand side. Ball falls kindly on the edge of the box for McInnes. Too much time from a Western Sydney Wanderers point of view, and he puts his foot through it. Gets lucky with the deflection, of course, but he will not care one zack. That is a famous goal for Perth Glory given the context of this game. But in the end, Zadkovic has won the tactical battle and got the 3 points by the looks of it.
Stoppage time is up. It's all on the generosity of the referee as the ball is booted into Perth's attacking half. David Williams to make it 2. Lawrence Thomas tipped it away.
It's a gift that just keeps on giving. Remarkable. He had so much time to look up there, Davey Williams. He saw Thomas off his line. Lawrence Thomas, I should say. I can't even talk. What a spectacular dive to pad the ball away to safety. What drama.
Well, after word gets around about tonight, next time Perth play at home, you'd almost expect twice the number of fans. Nights like tonight is what the Isuzu UTE A-League men's are all about. Home, sweet home for Perth Glory. And their finals dream is alive on the back of a 96th minute winner.
Gee, how do you sum that up in words? Marco Rudan walks away in absolute disbelief. So too probably Ruben Zadkovic, although belief runs thick through both the veins of both those coaches. That is a remarkable game of football. Absolutely remarkable.
I reckon the Keep Up boys will be happy because Mark Rudan's press conference is probably going to get the record video views on YouTube this year. Look at the scenes in the aftermath. They are playing with belief, the Glory. The finals dream is not over by a long shot. And the fans that came to HBF Park will be talking about this one for a very, very long time to come. Glory at home, get the word out, because the final score was Perth Glory 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.